First to water, you can't make a drink.
And then for you had a question because she wanted. You give her. She has something. Yeah, last one.
Why are you so scared of me?
No, I'm not. I'm giving it to you because.
That's not my question.
So you don't say that we ignored you.
I'm just kidding. My question is, what is the most important human value that you bring to the table in a relationship?
For me?
Yeah. You cannot repeat each other's answer.
Okay. Who do you want to go first then?
The white guy.
First.
Me.
White. The white guy.
The white guy.
Oh, she a little bit too excited.
What was
The most important human trait that you bring to a relationship. That's what she asked. Here, pass her that mic right there.
I would say protection.
Cool.
Wait,
Next.
Protection? What if he shows up? What if he shows up, nigga? What the fuck?
Hey.
Yo, what if he shows up, bro?
That's so corny.
All right, listen, man. We got weapons and shit too. There's a lot more than buses. All right, well, we'll figure it out. We'll see what happens. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. We'll put holes in you then. We'll see what happens.
Fuck.
Oh, come on, man. Where are you two?
Oh, man. Okay.
What about you?
Shit, I would say good thing, man.
BBC.
We
Good
said
dick?
about like
Human
I know,
value.
I'm kidding. Okay, so I would just say, I would say value-wise, I do bring being consistent, and I think for the most part, I've realized that like if I really care about a girl, I want to make sure that she's happy, but at the same time, like I'm happy first. But by me being happy, I'm gonna be consistent because that means what does she like, what does she want? Once my needs are met, her needs will be met as well.
You just had to say a word.
Huh?
You just had to say a word.
Work?
You just had to say a word. One word. Consistency?
Yeah, that's it.
There you go. Now you.
Leadership with and guidance.
Now I want to make a comment. As you guys can tell, every dynamic with every human is completely different. You can make your own world with your own rules, and you can be happy as long as you're honest with yourself. So this conversation is not very valuable in any way, but it was very entertaining to be part of it. So thank you for having me. And you should come to my podcast.
Look, hold on.
Let's
That
go.
was very disrespectful. To go on to say, oh yeah, this conversation, blah, blah. I think a lot of the women took away some tidbits here that they could use in the future. Because men rarely, if ever, are honest and speak openly about the male experience, especially when it comes to dealing with the opposite gender. So, I mean, I get it.
You're late. Andrew Tate did it first.
I'm sorry?
You're late
I'm late? How?
to the conversation.
How so?
A lot of people talk about it.
You said Andrew
you
Tate
just
talked about it
have to-
first?
You just have to just ask.
You said Andrew Tate talked about it first?
Yeah, or not even that. It's been happening for years. You guys are letting everyone know your needs, correct? That's how you find someone.
Whose man is this?
Yo.
Yeah, are you aware that Andrew Tate is a good friend of ours and we've been talking with this about him for years?
Yeah, I've seen your videos together.
Okay. So what do you mean he talked about it for? I don't get your angle. on
No
it.
one
You
talked
don't-
about spirituality before you? You're late. You're late to the conversation. Look.
Everyone, I never said that. You're
But you
saying
just
that
said
for
that
me.
we're late because someone else talked about red pill issues before us.
You're saying that you're being useful through talking about those topics. But what if we talked about harmonizing this dynamic instead of shitting at each other and slamming each other and just finding the gray area that works for
Who's being
people and
slammed?
humans and working for a collective consciousness instead of just being at a war with our genres. How do you say
Okay, see,
genres?
so let me be very honest about this. I get it, you know, the woo-woo, hunky-dory, kumbaya stuff, but problems don't get solved when you talk in circles like you do and not necessarily addressing problems and issues face-to-face. That's what we do on our podcast. We talk about issues, we say what it is, we confront it. You kind of dance around it. Oh no, it's okay. You make your own reality. You make your own world. Listen,
Yeah.
we live on planet
Creator
Earth,
of your own reality.
and there's
That's
things.
what you are.
See,
You're
this,
powerful and don't let anyone else
this is
tell you
ridiculous.
otherwise.
This is what I'm trying to say when I say women live in a fantasy land a lot of times because of garbage like that. This is the difference. Men must live in a fact-based reality. If I'm a loser, I'm going to suffer for being a loser. Women won't fuck me. My friends won't respect me. I must go out there and produce and be a somebody.
Would
right?
your girls date
Women,
him?
hold on. Women, on the other hand, lie to each other, give each other comforting lies, say a bunch of bullshit like that. Like, you're special. It's okay. It's your world. You're just living in it. Here's the thing. We literally just told them, this is what men look for. You want a man. You might want to understand what men want to get the man. However, it seems to me, especially from these women, they want a masculine, dominant man, not the guy that you got who's a fucking cuck.
The building point
with
of
that
the conversation
so
is...
hold on, stop. Because you're saying that this conversation is important. I think it is, because a lot of women don't get to hear this perspective. They hear a bunch of hunky-dory, woo-woo stuff that you're talking about, and they don't end up with the man that they want because
Well,
they think men and women are equal.
You
And
are
I'm trying to
at war
explain.
with
Hold on,
yourself.
stop.
Not until you work on that
Frank,
is
stop.
that
I'm
you're actually going to be honest and you're going to make a point.
I'm talking, okay? You're a guest on our platform, okay? So,
Right.
and I'm addressing your point. Because you're trying to
Yes.
say it's not important or whatever. I think if women listen to what we say, because we've saved a lot of relationships, saved a lot of men from killing
I
themselves.
think it's important
shut
because
up.
you're
Shut
able
the fuck
to-
up. When I'm talking, shut up. You understand? Shut the fuck up. This is not your podcast.
Why
it's not
do
your
you get so
platform.
triggered?
And if you don't like
We're
it, you
just
can leave.
talking.
No,
I'm not yelling
Because you're
at
talking
you.
when I'm talking. I'm addressing your point, and I'm giving you a response, and then you're just talking.
All right,
Because you're
I'll-
not listening to understand. You're just hearing me to talk. That's the difference. You're saying a bunch of bullshit that don't make fucking sense.
You're just repeating yourself.
And the women here, like I said before, might not necessarily want a soft and timid boyfriend like you got that lets you run around him and have open relationships. A lot of the women here want a dominant masculine man that could tell you to shut the fuck up because clearly your guy doesn't do it. You talk too much. All right?
so
That's
you
what it
guys
is.
want to be talked like this?
No. It's not
in
about
the
that.
future?
I have to assert my dominance on a fucking
Interesting.
masculine woman like you right now. That's what I have to do. And you can get up and leave at this point. Because you haven't been contributing to the conversation. You try to demean the conversation.
It's been 3 hours, so
No, you can
yes.
get up and leave.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Get up and leave.
I've been trying
Get up and
to.
leave. Get up and leave. You know you
It's
have
been
been
a
trying
pleasure.
to.
You guys are amazing, and just don't forget.
Turner,
don't let anyone tell
get up
you
and leave.
otherwise.
Just get up
okay?
and get the fuck out of here.
Bye,
Just
Felicia.
get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Bye, Felicia.
Coming here with an agenda, saying
First
a bunch
Frank
of
I
in
saw that
Colombia,
coming.
bro.
fucking ridiculous.
Legendary.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you for the great content.
Nobody cares.
Door's right there. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave. Leave. Just leave. Just leave. Just leave. Get the fuck out of
Yo,
here.
even in Colombia, Frank Castle, bro.
You don't want to leave? Just
Oh
like,
my
yo, clown
goodness.
world, bro. Yeah, just leave.
The only person that's there. You can breathe.
No, just get out of here.
Relax.
I need you. You need to back up. You need to back away
Where's
from
the
me.
crystals, lady?
You need to back away from me. You need to back away
Crystals.
from me.
Your nervous system.
No. You just need it. You don't touch me. Just leave. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. Just leave. Yeah. Yeah, he's dropping your shit on the floor. Get the fuck out of here.
Bye.
I called all of you guys.
It
None
would
of you
be
can
nice.
say. None of you can say that you weren't warned. She was warned. You were all warned. I called every one of you individually and said, "Do not cut Myron off. Do not overtalk him. Let him speak. One voice at a
She came
time.
here with an
If you
agenda,
are
it's
rude
fine.
to him, I said he will be rude
She
back."
came here with an agenda. That's why I knew she was
I
going to do that. That's
warned
why I
you.
let her go last.
But you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
If we went on her podcast, we would never overtalk her, ever. Out of respect. But once again, no respect.
Yeah.
Wow.
She did not, for such a spiritual, she had
Yeah.
the most closed
That's
mind.
why no one watches her shit. Anyway, come on my podcast. No, what the fuck?